Good afternoon, and whoa, welcome to Omnibros Live. Omnibros Live. Holy guacamole. I'm Omnidog, joined by my co-host, Gabe Loves 90s Comics.
What's going on, Omnidog? Happy anniversary to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
31 years?
Yeah, that GIF or whatever they're called, GIF or GIF of Salma was a perfect gift for me. Holy guacamole. This is Omnibros Live on a Sunday where we're I could never be a professional because I'm losing my concentration so quickly. Where we are we're talking about comics here on Omnibros Live. And we're brought to you by our fabulous sponsor, InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. There is a $50 gift card given to us at the end of every month that we just gave away last week from InStockTrades.com to one of you lucky viewers. And if you take $50 and make an order in the United States, you get free shipping, which I bet helped a lot of you last week during Omnipocalypse when there were so many Omnis to buy. And there's fabulous customer service. There's fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Right on.
Yeah, man. Thoughts and prayers out to them because they have to be going through some crazy shipping times right now. Trying to pack up all that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Yeah, the text.
Omnipocalypse is right. That's a good way to describe what happened on Tuesday.
What's that?
Omnipocalypse, or maybe server apocalypse.
Yeah, Emily sent me the list for this coming week, and she said, I think we can finally take a breather. Thank goodness. So I know they're getting worked heavily down there. I don't even know what that is, Taylor Talks Comics. Symbolic logic.
Sounds like some kind of biology. It has anything to do with Venom and his symbiote?
Symbolic logic. That's not. Wait, what? Let's see if we can figure out what class that would be. Symbolic logic.
Biology.
That sounds like a science. A thinking thing. Maybe a lawyer thing. Symbolic logic. Or a mythology thing. But it's logic and it's symbolic. See, I'm not even smart enough to figure out what the class is.
It's economics.
Symbolic logic. I'm taking symbolic logic. So it's logic. And it has something to do with symbolism. So it's obviously it's not like English or it's like a math or science class. Yeah. Boy, I don't know. It's hard for me to think. Symbolic logic. You got me, dude. It's a math class. I'm a journalism major, though. It's just a BS math credit I need. Wow. A journalism major taking symbolic logic. Like, if it's a math class, give me a typical symbolic logic problem you'd have to solve. Like, Taylor, I need you to solve this symbolic logic problem. Here, symbolic logic is a way to represent logical No, you just copied this off the internet. Symbolic logic is a way to represent logical expressions by using symbols and variables in place of natural language, such as English, in order to remove vagueness. Well, let's apply symbolic logic to that definition because it's still pretty vague.
That's the worst prerequisite for a journalism class ever.
Oh, Duck Collector! I'm pulling Invincible #1 off my shelf today on the way up.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you read it before, Jess? I don't know if you've ever
Today.
discussed that. Have you read Invincible before?
I've read the first 3 hardcovers 3 years ago.
So you totally forgot everything by now.
I remember there was like an alien guy that ended up being fun. I remember the big reveal of his father. And that's kind of it.
All right. Well, good, because I'm in the 4th hardcover right now, and it's really good. It's still fun. So you'll catch up to me in like a day. Tomorrow on Omnibros Live.
For Omnicat too. So
tomorrow on Omnibros Live, like, what you read, Jess? You're like, it's about 10 hardcovers worth of Invincible.
No, my daughter's coming over to help me redecorate my home in Animal Crossing. So that's what I'm going to be doing today.
Wait, you're going to redecorate? Oh, you're redecorating your Animal Crossing home.
My Animal Crossing home, yeah.
Okay, I thought she was coming over to redecorate your house to look like Animal Crossing. Tim V, sir, thank you very much for the super chat.
Thank you.
$5. Invincible is great, but read Berserk already.
Already tried.
Not gonna happen.
Already tried. Thank you though for the super chat.
Jessica just watch the anime if he ever gets interested in Berserk. Book of the year from Brian Meehan for Invincible. What is up? And he's coming from the UK.
Right. Brian is a good fan of the show and of the page and of my show. So yeah, hey Brian. And Roberto, you're right. That's what the internet is for, information. But your information actually, I mean, I agree with you. You're right. But it didn't help me understand what symbolic logic was. But
we were totally off base. We thought it was like science.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I mean, not that math isn't science, but you know.
Yeah. So it's okay.
Math is the worst. That was my worst class. Always in school. I hated math.
Yeah. Probably.
And you know what? Now that I'm almost 40, none of it meant shit. Never needed anything more than like basic high school math.
Yeah. I think there are examples of how we use algebra in real life, but I can't remember what they are.
I mean, sure, maybe basic algebra, but you have to do like calculus and stuff. And of course, that's all dependent on like what kind of career path you want to take in life or whatnot. But
yeah. Yeah, Psycho Sub's right. I need to finish. Well, I'm done with the first disc on Batman animated series. Now I got to start the second disc.
What do you think about it so far?
Oh, it's fun. I really like it. You guys were really blessed with a lot of really great cartoons in the 90s.
Oh, man, it's the best. That's the best stuff is the 90s cartoons.
Yeah.
Next to 90s comic books, 90s cartoons are like my favorite thing in life.
I can see why. There's just a lot of stuff there. A lot to choose from.
Well, not just that, but it's also, if you kind of look back and kind of move forward with the progression of cartoons, the 90s stuff was really the first time where they took steps into being more about story and storytelling and character development than it was more than, they're just trying to sell these kids a bunch of toys.
I think that's what the 80s were, like selling toys, and then the 90s were more about the story.
Yep, 80s were nothing but half-hour commercials for Transformers and Ninja Turtle toys and He-Man and stuff like that. In the 90s, it took a little bit of a big turn, I think, because that stuff was a lot more sophisticated comparatively to the 80s stuff, and there wasn't a lot of toys that really kind of came out at that time to kind of, make it like there was a commercial. But man, there's some great stuff. 80s movies are the best. I'll agree with that.
Yeah,
you got like
just great,
crazy action movies, and back then they still showed nudity in movies. I can't remember the last time I saw a boob in a movie that wasn't on my phone.
I haven't started Green Arrow yet because I haven't got it yet. It's in a giant. Well, I don't know if that's going to be that big of an IST package. I just ordered it and maybe a Black Widow. I feel like there was one other Omni, but that might be it.
Did you get Cloak and Dagger or Wolverine?
No, I already had Wolverine, and I just don't see myself really interested in Cloak and Dagger. I can see why I wanted to like it, but I think it's probably a nostalgia thing, and I don't have any nostalgia for them.
I haven't read it. I've never read a single Cloak and Dagger comic book. Not a single one. My first introduction to Cloak and Dagger was during Maximum Carnage. And even then, I didn't care too much to move forward with reading any of their comic books or storylines.
Yeah, it's my daughter telling me. Oh, wow, we have quite a day ahead of us.
Oh, she sent you an itinerary?
Yeah. For coming over to do Animal Crossing. We're going to set up your second floor and basement, move your peach trees, and map out the island revamp. This week, she's like my teacher. This week, I want you to focus on buying the remaining plots, inviting bears once the cards arrive, building stairs and ramps, and planting flowers.
That sounds like
Yes, ma'am.
That sounds like something my realtor would tell me when I try to sell my house.
Right.
You need to redo the upstairs and fix up the basement, move around those peach trees.
Exactly.
Get the homeless guys out of the backyard. We got to be aggressive with this.
Yeah, she and I play it a lot of times on the phone, on FaceTime together, where we will visit each other's island and yap about it. We're on the phone for like an hour at a time. It's a super fun game.
It's awesome that you guys have got that kind of bonding.
Yeah, it's a great bonding thing.
Yeah. So Gary Sandberg wants to know, what do I read first, Star Wars or Darth Vader?
I haven't read Star Wars yet. I just read Darth Vader. Was it Kieran Gillen one? Is it Kieran Gillen and Charles Soule who've done Darth Vader?
As far yeah, those are the two that I can remember. I haven't read any of it because it's Star Wars. But
oh right, yeah. I will be the one to talk about it then. I read the Kieran Gillen Vader, which was awesome, and I did not read. I haven't read any other Star Wars except some little extraneous things, but I read the Kieran Gillen Darth Vader. It was amazing.
Wait, I lie. Great. I read Vader Down, and that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I've ever read. That, and then we did that book reading of what was the Mark Brooks thing? Han Solo? Was it Han Solo that we did?
Did we read Han Solo?
Yes. I remember because it's Mark Brooks, and he did all the interior art, which is...
Oh, he did all the interior art?
Which is pretty rare.
Yeah.
Do I still have that book, or did I just give it to somebody? I probably gave it to somebody. Because it's Star Wars. Now, they did like a Mandalorian comic book. I might be in for that. I don't like Star Wars, but man, did I really enjoy Mandalorian.
That was great. I might even get my wife interested in that.
Oh, the Mandalorian?
Yeah. She has a basic knowledge. She has enough knowledge of Star Wars where I think she would find it cool. So we might watch that. The first season.
Dude, that Green Arrow omnibus that everybody's getting is a monster. I think it's
really,
so huge.
I have a feeling that's going to be the biggest thing, the biggest Omni I own. I'm looking around. I can't see it. Even the Jack Kirby omnibus, I don't think is as big as that. Infinite Crisis? I think Green Arrow's bigger. Yeah, it's giant.
For those asking, people are asking if it's out of stock or out of print. It's hard to tell. I mean, my access, I don't have access to the DC stuff because of the whole thing with Diamond. But according to Diamond, it's just on back order. I don't think that book sold out that fast.
I don't think so either.
I don't think, and it might be my ignorance because I've never read that stuff and I have very little information or nostalgia or previous experience with Mike Grell or Green Lantern stuff. But I don't think that's the kind of book that people are really at stores are ordering a lot of copies of. So it might just be out of stock for the moment.
I think so too, because I think Spectre's out of stock too, and I could never imagine that would go out of print. I just feel like it's just out of stock for a little bit at IST, even though they're ordering extra of everything.
They have to. Gabe, what are you featuring in the spinner rack right now?
Oh yeah.
So my spinner rack right here is
this should be a weekly feature.
Every week I should just change it up
and have theme music for it.
This is my Stephen Platt and my Joe Mad section of the spinner rack. I got Prophet up here. Got some more Prophet. There's that Joe Mad Battle Chasers cover that Omar always wants me to like showcase for him. Should I get the glare off? Because
yeah, nice.
Some more Battle Chasers, Soul Saga. That's a forgotten Stephen Platt title. Moon Knight, Stephen Platt. So that's what I got going on here. And there's always I need to start changing up. This is all old stuff. It's the same Wizards I had up here forever.
I know. I need to change my spinner rack up too, and maybe move it in here. No, there's no room in here.
There you go. Taylor, yeah, I did listen. I've listened to every Rob Liefeld podcast he's put out, and they're all incredible. All incredible.
What's so good about it?
Just at first, he starts out just talking about the comic books he grew up on, which is like late Silver Age, early Bronze Age stuff. He just goes on and on about like how awesome George Perez is, how awesome that Avengers run with Jim Shooter writing it, going on about Frank Miller's Daredevil, lots of just going on and on, just his experiences as a kid reading comics. But now, once they reprinted that Captain America trade paperback that he did, he started getting into the stuff that's like, here's the stuff that I was legitimately involved with, and I could kind of unveil and take a look behind the curtain as to what things really went on in the background of comic books during that time.
That sounds way interesting.
Yeah, it's really because he's in it, and he's such a dividing rod when it comes down to the comic books he was involved with, like Heroes Were Born, and how that turned into him doing Fighting American and the lawsuits involved with that. So it's good stuff. It's super informative. He even kind of he's Rob Liefeld, so he does what he wants, and he takes pot shots at people every so often too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he gets in there. It's good stuff. Yeah, his energy is infectious. That guy is just the biggest comic book fan. He just loves comics. It comes through. He just oozes it out of his pores when he's talking. So, great stuff.
Cool. I know you love your podcast.
It's all I listen to.
Yeah.
It's all I listen to. I listen to music in the gym, but I'm kind of weaning off of that. I might listen to more podcasts in the gym. Just because there's so many out there that I'm trying to listen to.
Oh dear, I hate to hear that.
Oh, this is too bad. This is too bad. Drago says, I finished Planetary and I really disliked it. I kind of want to know why. It's Authority different. Authority is completely different than Planetary.
It's got some deep scientific interesting thoughts though, just like Planetary. What didn't you like about Planetary, Dragos?
Yeah. Authority is a lot more, maybe if you're more in like superhero action.
Yeah.
Then Authority is more of a superhero. Your typical like superhero story. Where Planetary is very much more digging into like the history of comics and dissecting comic book tropes, and it's a little more thought provoking than it is, wham bam action blowing people up kind of thing.
Yeah, Pop Culture Massacre didn't like Planetary either. That's too
no.
bad. I love Planetary.
Yeah, that's one of the best things Warren Ellis ever did.
I agree.
And I'm excited that they're redoing the Absolutes.
For Planetary?
For Planetary. I had the Absolutes a long time ago, and I traded them for the Omnibus.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, that was a bad idea. I like the Absolutes better. So I might just just reverse that and sell the Omnibus and then get the Absolutes when they come out.
Yeah.
If they come out, I don't know. You never know what's going on with DC, especially right now.
Yeah, right now we're in kind of no man's land.
Speaking of no man's land, I see you got those no man's land trade paperbacks behind you. I found a place in town that has all of them, and I was half tempted to buy it, but I know the Omnibus is coming out. All of it. Yeah. The only thing they didn't have was Cataclysm.
And that's the one that's out of print, right?
Is that the monster one? Is that the big one? Darn it. Of course.
That is, yeah, I think Cataclysm is the one that's out of print. It all of a sudden went out of print.
I mean, I'll wait for the Omnibus. I just don't want to read some big ass Omnibus,
Right.
For that storyline. Like, if I could get all the trades like that, I think I might be happy.
That's why I'm sticking with the trades. Yeah, Keith, we did see that news. The aliens, Greg Land news.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that. I mean, I've seen some of his more obvious stuff, but people were saying this was really obvious, and I didn't see it, but I go with people who feel like it was, but I personally didn't see it. I'm not saying he didn't do it, but I just couldn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, and I've seen the highlights that people did where they're like, oh, he took this arm from here, and he took this tail from here, and kind of that kind of stuff. And I know Greg Land is he seems to do that a lot. But then when I started thinking about it, is it really I don't know, quote unquote tracing, or is it reference? Where does that line get blurred, and where does that cross the line? Because there's people like Neil Adams who also uses photo reference a lot. Most artists do. That's a common tool is photo reference. So is it photo referencing? Is it tracing? I don't know where the line is and how the line gets blurred or where the crossing of the line is. So I like the cover. It looks good. I don't care because I'm going to get the OG cover for that Omnibus when that comes out. 100%. So, but again, it's one of those things, everybody takes a piece of something and pieces it together. It's just kind of how comics are and just art in general. So.
Jake Knapp, I've tried years and years and years to read Love and Rockets. It's not for me. I'm totally cool with people loving it. I wish I did because it's considered such a groundbreaking book. I really want to like it, and I've tried so hard. I mean, I've tried since the 80s to read that, and it just does not do it for me. Although I do have Marble Season around here, which has nothing. Well, it's just by one of the artists that looked really fun. So I have nothing against the art. It's just I've never been able to get into the story. That's just me, though.
What's up to Lionheart in the chat? And yeah, Brian, we got over 100 people watching. Let's get some thumbs up going on, folks. Let's keep this party train going.
Right on, man.
Oh, also, I forgot. Let's do this real fast. Now that we got people in here. Totally forgot. Let's talk about our Patreon real quick, Jess.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get that started up, ready to go. Patreon, everybody. We do have a Patreon page. So if you want to give us just a a thank you and a tip, you could do that in the form of cold, hard, digital money. So you can do that at any dollar limit you want. It starts at $1. You can put it to $2, $5, $10, whatever you want to do. That's just a special way for us to give you a chance to say thank you. People always ask how they can support the show. That's one option, is with the tip jar. Throw in $1, throw in $2, whatever you want to do. But then we have the second tier. This is the big tier. This is the fun, awesome tier. This is the campfire tier. It's $5 a month. And with that $5, that gets you into a private room like this, not broadcasted. You're on the screen here with us. It's like a Zoom call where we get to just hang out and we all get to chat it up, talk about comics, talk about whatever there is. We call it Omnibros After Dark. There is no taboo discussions or topics. We answer all the questions. We talk comics. You can show us your haul. You can show us what you like going on. It's just a fun way for us to meet some fans and get some face-to-face time with everybody, because we have so many. We're hitting almost 4,000 subs on the show. So we like to meet as many cool, interesting fans as we can. And there's the chance to do that with the Patreon. So the link is down below in our description. $5 a month gets you that campfire tier. We need to kind of figure out when the next one is going to be. So that's coming up soon.
Yeah, and you can ask me anything. I will tell all Evil Jest stories. I will tell everything. College days, growing up in the 70s, whatever.
Yeah, you could ask Jess about his crazy, like, we know Jess has been like 75 years sober. So there's lots of stories there that I'm sure he can get into. So
before that, yeah.
Now I'm just a quiet person sitting in my recliner, but before that, yes, it was different.
Pants are optional. I think it's more interesting when nobody wears pants. just in life. Just in life.
I have shorts on now.
I do too. So people were saying that Grant Morrison left DC.
I hadn't heard that. Is that right?
I guess there's a few people in the chat saying so, but I mean, I don't know what that means by him leaving. Like, I don't think he was ever like with DC, like, or he was just kind of just writing his own thing, you know. I'm gonna look up some news.
Not like he was under contract to write 50 Batman stories or something again, was he? I mean, I feel like he just goes where he wants.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, he's the kind of, you can't put a leash on a tiger.
Yeah.
Oh, so speaking of, so yeah, we got to talk about. We'll probably do it offline. Figure out the next campfire tier, the campfire meeting for people. We also are coming up with some more ideas for topics on Thursdays. We really want to do some more with the channel to try and get, our. We really want to make Omnibros. Honestly, we want to make Omnibros more of your go-to channel for omnibus news, omnibus discussion, omnibus everything.
Sure.
There's a lot of channels out there that do omnibus stuff, but I think we have the chance, and we should be. I think we should be the number one when it comes down to omnibus YouTube channels and discussions. So we're going to try and work more with doing that, trying to get that kind of goal started up. And we kind of have already. I did that Spectre Omnibus spotlight, so I want to do more things like that on the show. And I know, Jess, you did one on your channel. That Omnibus is so cool.
I'd be happy to do an overview of Green Arrow when it comes in for the channel.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do it today, I think. So I'll probably go up today or tomorrow. JMS Spider-Man 2.
Oh, okay.
Because I have that.
It would be an overview because I haven't read any of it. It would just be showing pictures.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think we need to really get into like discussions of all the story elements into it.
Okay.
From what I've seen and from the videos I do, people just want to just see what it looks like and see the interior, see the pages, see the binding. almost kind of a hey, you should buy this. If you want to buy this or you're not sure you want to buy it, here's just your basic information on what you should look into.
Yeah, I've never uploaded anything to the channel before, so you'll have to show me how.
Same way you do it on your channel.
Well, but when I do YouTube, it goes right to my channel.
Okay, so you got to log out and log into the Omnibros channel.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. That was easy. Okay, good.
Yep.
That's
collector.
a good question.
How is Patreon billed, or what does it say on your statement so I can hide it from the boss lady?
Sexyladies.com.
I think it's just labeled as feet.
That's a good question.
I think you could link your PayPal to it. So on your statement, it would just show as like a PayPal transaction. I don't know what it says though. Let me see, because I'm on like 1 or 2 Patreons.
I wouldn't think your lady boss would care about Omnibros. It'd be more like
if it was like some like fans only site.
Pies.com is what she'd be worried about.
Or Jugs.
Yeah. Or MILF of the Day.
Or Grinder. I don't know, whatever.
Hayden, the first use of my wedding photo was Chat Omnidog, and that's not the wedding photo that I put up today. It was one from a couple of years ago that I put up, and that was me walking down the aisle with my wife. Chat Omnidog uses that one. But so far, no one's used today's wedding photo. Feel free. Time. Whatever. Don't use my wife. You can use me, but don't use my wife.
So on to go back to the Patreon thing, on mine, it says PayPal Instant Transfer Patreon member. Because going back to 90s comics, one of my favorite is Kim Possible. That's one of my favorite cartoons.
Oh, uh-huh.
And the voice actress on there, if you join her Patreon, she will do a voicemail, an outgoing voicemail message for you in the voice of Kim Possible.
Wait, say it again?
So if you join her Patreon.
Oh, her Patreon.
Yeah, if you join her Patreon, she'll do a outgoing voicemail message.
That's cool.
In the voice of Kim Possible. And I'm like, yes, take my money.
You got that?
I signed up for it. I haven't got it yet.
That is cool.
So I can't wait. And then I started thinking about it. I go, damn it. I don't know. Nobody ever goes to my voicemail. So I'm just going to start denying everybody's phone calls so they can listen to my voicemail. The only people who hear my voicemail are ones I think are spam callers. I just go decline and they just go to voicemail. So they're going to be the only ones hearing Kim Possible's voice.
Taylor, I think the Rams are going to go 8-8. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I just don't see them as being very competitive this year.
Is this a weird season for you guys? I don't know anything about sports, but for those of you who do watch sports, is this wait, football hasn't started yet, has it?
No, I think it starts next weekend. What is this? I'm pretty sure
it's Labor Day. It's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I think it starts next weekend.
What about just in general? Do you watch any other sports?
I like baseball, college football, and pro football. And it's really sad not having the fans in the seats for baseball. They still play as hard as they can, which I think is good. I don't know. Boy, I just don't know how they're going to keep COVID out of a sport like football where they're huddled up and breathing on each other all the time. I don't know. I hope it goes. I hope it goes well, and they have a good they have a complete season, but I don't know. I think it's a big chance they're taking.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what kind of precautions they're taking. So, because I know, what's that guy's name? Who does those Medea movies? Tyler.
Oh yeah. What about him?
So his movie production company, what they're doing is they're filming movies, but what they do is they force you in the quarantine. Like they rent out a whole hotel or whatever, and everybody is like grouped off. Like it's like you 10 people are only going to interact with this group of 10 people. You only interact with this group of 10 people. So they have lunch together. They have dinner together. They film together, and they make their own separate bubbles. And I don't know if you could do that with sports.
Boy, I just feel like it's gonna spread. I hope not.
Oh yeah, especially in an aggressive sport like football, like you're saying, where you're huddled up, you're spitting in each other's faces.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't want anything bad to happen, but I just don't see how it can't.
Basketball is kind of the same way, right? It's a in your face kind of sport, a lot of sweating and spitting.
Yeah, but they set those guys up in Florida in like a real bubble where they're not leaving the bubble.
Yeah,
and
maybe they can do that with football
constantly.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Big Ro Collins says really can't do a bubble for the NFL because it's 32 teams. It's too many people.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh yeah, Robert Batman. Batman got the COVID.
Yeah, Batman got COVID.
So did The Rock and his whole family.
Adam Knapp. No, you shouldn't be worried about IST not picking or scanning yet. I don't think they picked or scanned my books yet either. That was a huge week for them. Yeah. I think they're overwhelmed. It'll just take a while.
Chris Coffin, did you say your goal is to become the go-to news source for Omni News? I thought you already were.
Woohoo!
Yeah, well, good. I'm glad you think that. I hope there are people out there who do think that of us, but I think we can do a little bit better at getting ourselves out there for reviews. I'm trying to convince Omar and Ryley to do a little bit more with the channel in terms of like complete collections and read-throughs and mapping and stuff like that, and more topics and discussions too. We were talking about it earlier today in the chat. So talk about Omnibros Bro Down. We were thinking about doing, it just came up in a discussion, ranking Dan Slott runs.
Yeah.
Which is better? Superior Spider-Man, Silver Surfer, She-Hulk. So maybe more cool discussions like that too.
This She-Hulk's great.
Yeah. Ranking Jim Lee runs, ranking, I would like to see us do more like informative videos as well. Like, hey, top 10 omnibuses for newcomers, top DC omnibuses that we want. Why hasn't Marvel done this omnibus yet? And have those kinds of discussions.
Is there anything left? I mean, they've done Power Pack and Cloak and Dagger.
They haven't done Peter David's Captain Marvel or his X Factor, and that's a crime.
Oh, X Factor. Yeah, that's a big one.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'd be happy to rank whatever I've read. I think you guys have read more Marvel than I have, so I don't know how much I can pick. I've read Dan Slott's She-Hulk, his Superior Spider-Man, and his Silver Surfer, but I haven't read any of his Spider-Man, which I want to do. I have it all I think.
Or even like because it's really kind of stemmed out because you guys did the that new 52 video, and that was very popular for us. That was a lot of people enjoyed that.
Yeah,
people really enjoyed the new 52, and then you guys ranked all the new 52 titles, and that was pretty awesome. So I'm thinking more discussions like that will kind of keep everything going and flowing, because we're almost at 4,000.
That's awesome.
And we've been going up a lot in subs. This last month was like our biggest month of subs. And we had over 230 live viewers on Monday's show. That was incredible.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I could just keep going up. Like, our videos are hitting 2,000 views most recently. So
that's great.
I think we can do something where we just, again, it just takes, with this and with all of us together, it really comes down to we can get more out of it if we put more into it, I think.
Yeah. Well, I will do the overview of Green Lantern as soon as I get it.
Yeah. Whatever ones you want to do, Jess, keep it up.
No, I mean, Green Arrow, sorry.
Green Arrow, yeah. Because I thought about getting more, I'm getting more into it. I'm buying more omnibuses. Like, I got caught up in it. So I could do more overviews and stuff like that too. Because that's always fun. And I like the idea of the ranking and just the discussion. Like, we discussed Jeff Johns' runs. What do we like better, Flash? Do you like the Green Lantern run? His Justice League run? Things like that. Something that gets more people interested in watching the videos and, involved in discussing with us as well. Because I think we do that better than anybody else. Is really our outreach to the community.
Yeah.
I don't know about daily videos, Martin. Thanks for the encouragement. It's a lot to do for us. Lots to do for us. I know there's 6 of us, 7 of us, 12 of us. How many of there is of us? Everybody's got like life. My work schedule changes every time I fart.
Are you going to be on tomorrow?
As of right now, yes, I'll be on tomorrow.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens the next time I fart.
Okay.
My work schedule has changed 6 times in the last 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So now I'm working. I work tomorrow. I work on Labor Day. I was supposed to have it off, and then Friday I found out I have to. The job is really, really stretching itself out to do more and bring more business in. So now it involves me have to do some more training at the last minute. But you'll still be on tomorrow, right? I'll be working 7 to 4.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be on 7 a.m.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You're up at that hour anyway.
I'm up at 4 or 5 anyways. Sometimes I'm up at 2.
Yeah, I know.
Kids. Oh yeah. So I'll be on. I might not be able to start.
Oh, okay. Just let me know.
You or Gio could do that.
Okay.
Have I tried not farting? Why would I not want to fart? That's my right as a man to fart.
Okay, let's change the direction of this.
Man, it's all about farts now. Wow.
Here's something cool I got. I'll show everybody. I got an Amanda Connor. She drew Harley Quinn in this Black Label book.
Oh, that's awesome! I thought that was actually a part of the cover.
Yeah, I guess they made some issues with a blank spot in there, and you could request what you want drawn in there. So I requested Harley Quinn, and it came very nicely packaged. I think that's a great picture of her. And her company with Jimmy Palmiotti is paperfilms.com. I'll give them a plug. They do lots of Kickstarter stuff. I buy lots of their books, Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Conder's books. I really like them. And I'm going to do a haul video soon and include this in it. This is one of the most recent things I've gotten. But I think that I love buying Palmiotti and Connor stuff on Kickstarter. It seems like a good deal to me and I love this. But the only thing is it's not comic book size, so I'm going to have to get a special frame for it because I'm definitely framing this.
Yeah, that's nice. That's something to keep around for sure.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And she signed it, and then is that Jimmy Palmiotti's signature?
Bring it back up. Let me see.
The gold one right here.
Yeah, I believe that is. Yep, that's his autograph.
Okay, cool. Nice. I really like this picture.
Or who's the writer on that book? Like, who's the creative team on it?
They are, I think.
Okay, so then I think that must be his then.
Yeah.
It looks familiar. It looks like his. I've seen this around before. So Lionheart says to the panel, I literally planned my day around the Omnibros schedule.
Yeah.
One day I got off the phone with my girlfriend. I got off the phone with my girlfriend right before 8 p.m. I said to her, I'll call you back after I'm done watching my podcast. That's awesome, dude.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that is great stuff. All right, we appreciate that for sure.
Thank you, Lionheart. That's so cool.
And thanks for lying to your girlfriend, because it's really like, I'm gonna get off. I'll call you back once I figure out how I'm gonna blow all my paycheck on Omni Apocalypse this week, because that's what it was.
Yeah, this is BOP, Birds of Prey.
It's new Black Label.
Black Label.
And then Doug Collector says, I would do a Facebook poll and do videos on the results comparing it to yours. Example, top 10 story arcs or top 10 reads so far for the year. That's all fun stuff. That's all stuff we could talk about for sure. Top stuff that we read. Top stuff that we're looking for. Gary Sandberg says he loves every video. Yeah, thanks, guys. We're doing our best. We've been getting traction.
Thank you, Carlin. This is Batgirl.
Somebody up here said we should do a show called Top 10 Justice T-shirts.
That might have been.
That's too difficult. You got too many cool shirts. There it is. Top 10 favorite Justice T-shirts.
Thank you, Bobby. I know. I've started dressing for the show. I have taken. Oh, my girlfriend is actually into the hobby as well. She likes anime and Wonder Woman. Lucky you.
That is awesome.
What's his avatar of?
Is it Princess Leia?
I didn't see.
Oh, no.
I don't recognize it. It's pretty sexy, but I don't recognize it. It almost looks like Pam Grier.
Nobody knows who that is anymore, Jess.
That is a shame because she's awesome.
Top 10 favorite photos of Jess on the beach. Ada McGee says the first few pages of that book had the best joke about Superman's X-ray vision and Doomsday's junk.
This book? Birds of Prey book? That's awesome. That's awesome. They wrote the best Harley. I love their Harley.
They really changed that. They really put that character through a good change.
Yeah.
They took her away from being Joker's girlfriend. They made her like an independent woman, off on her own, where she wasn't, known as just Joker's girlfriend.
Right.
They really made her her own person and her own character, her own theme, her own characters, her own backup team, her own universe, basically. Oh, it's Lady Jane from G.I. Joe. It's a Mayhew variant cover.
Oh, okay. I've seen that before then recently. Those are gorgeous covers.
Yeah, Mayhew does some great stuff. My favorite Omnibros video is when Ryley came back from church and was cooking bacon while the rest of you were trying to have a serious discussion.
Gabe has that Rugrats shirt too. He's the one that told me about it.
Yeah, that Rugrats shirt's great. We also have that Marvel shirt too that has all the little faces on it.
Yeah. They've got new Rugrats and A. Arnold shirts now. I'm trying to think. I think it was Roosevelt's that has it.
Is that one site, just RSVLT or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got great stuff. They got some cool SpongeBob stuff I've seen. I'm like, man.
Right.
Man.
Happy Sunday, Candace.
Yes, Candace. Thanks for showing up. Hope you enjoy your Sunday. Hope you have a good Labor Day weekend.
My favorite Omnibros video is when Jess reviewed Little Nemo.
Here's a good one. Bros, recommend me some out of continuity books.
Out of continuity?
Out of continuity. Off the top of my head, the first one I could think of, which is one of my favorite books of all time, is Hulk: The End by Peter David and Dale Keown. Let me get it.
Out of continuity. What the heck? So you want like a DC and Marvel book that's out of continuity?
So Hulk: The End. Let me turn on the light. There you go. So Hulk: The End, Peter David, Dale Keown. It's like it said, it's the end. It's the last Incredible Hulk story. And man, it is fantastic stuff. It is basically, this hardcover is cool because not only does it have Hulk: The End, but also has Future Imperfect.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, this thing is great. But Hulk: The End, Peter David. It is, like I said, it is what it says. It's supposed to be the last Hulk story, and it's legitimately just 8,000-year-old Bruce Banner, just done with life. The world is come to an end. Everybody he knows is dead. It's just an empty vestige left of the planet where it's basically just overran by giant cockroaches and bugs, and just, he's going crazy because he's just so old and he's done with life that he's just seeing spirits of his old friends and of other things going on. It's just overran by bugs. It's all that's left in the world, and Banner just wants to die. He just wants it to be over with. He's gone through it all. He's done it all. He's seen it all. He's experienced everything, but Hulk just won't let him die. Hulk won't let him die. There's even a part here, like look, there's even there's tributes to all the fallen superheroes. It's, where's that one page I wanted to show? He even tries to jump off a cliff to end it all. But Hulk won't let it happen. So it's a great book. It's out of continuity. You could force it into continuity if you wanted to, but it's not made to be in continuity. But if you want to just read a story about what's it like to be like the last man on Earth and to live longer than you want to, it's a really good book. It's fantastic stuff. I don't think it's ever been reprinted besides in this what is this, Marvel Premiere Classic hardcover, and this is out of print. It's a little pricey, I think. You can get the actual issue for probably like $20, I think.
I will recommend Harleen, the book by Stefan Sejic, and it comes in a cool kind of this kind of cover where she's, so there we go. It has really some of the most fantastic art. He is a amazingly talented artist, but he really writes well about people and their true natures. And this book's about Dr. Harleen Quinzel mostly. She only turns into Harley at the very end, I think. And it's about her trying to get into the head of the Joker and falling in love with him. And we did an interview, Taylor Brown and I did an interview with Stefan Sejic, and he said he likes to, because he writes so well about relationships, he likes to focus on the relationships where they're damaged and they try to fix each other.
And of course, this goes all through Harleen's early existence, going through med school, getting her degree. So it deals with her young life, and then it deals with her first assignment at Arkham Asylum. Here's Joker holding up a bank. And it deals with how she would actually fall in love with such a monster. And it tells the story really well. He really nails human nature. He really nails not what it means to be in love, but what love can be to two different people, how it manifests itself, what she does to try and use her abilities in psychology and psychiatry to get to into the mind of him. And this was my, I think, wait, when did this come out? This came out this year, right?
Yeah, that's brand new.
Yeah. This is still my book of the year. Next to Superman Smashes the Klan, which you can also read that's out of continuity. Superman Smashes the Klan is freaking fantastic by Gene Lun Yang. Superman Smashes the Klan and this are my top 2 books of the year. So there you go. And they're out of continuity.
There's some good ones out there too. Like I don't have it with me, but Superman and Red Sun is fantastic. A lot of those Elseworld books are great.
Yeah. Superman Birthright, Superman Secret Identity, Superman Secret Origin, Superman American Alien. There's lots of Superman books that are great standalone stories. Whereas I don't know that there's too many Batman ones that are. Batman Universe is good by Bendis. That just came out. That's really good. It's okay with me if you like Batman Damned, everybody. Go ahead and like it. It just wasn't something I liked. I think it's great if you liked it. And the greatest Beatles song of all time is, of course, Norwegian Wood, Matthew Mangi, not Hey Jude. Dark Knight Returns. I don't know. Is that really out of continuity? I feel like they treat it like it is in continuity. Like, I don't know that that's out of continuity. I feel like they do listen. They do consider that to be part of his canon.
What's that?
Dark Knight Returns.
Maybe I could see them. It's kind of like Hulk at the end, where you could piece it in there if you want, but they kind of. I think it's still out. I think it's out of continuity because.
Oh, okay.
Didn't they do? Right. Well, what is it? Brian Azzarello did that Dark Knight Crusade book.
Yeah.
Where it gives you the reason why Batman why he quit and eventually became like the Dark Knight. And that was because of Jason Todd. But now, but we know Jason Todd, his storyline is different. Like Jason Todd comes back to life and he becomes a Red Hood and now he's a part of the family again and all that kind of stuff. So
was Last Crusade, that was the one that was Joker right before he killed Jason Todd, right?
Right.
And that was a Dark Knight book. So I don't know. I feel like Dark Knight is in continuity. That's just me, though.
It's not in continuity, though? Legend of Wonder Woman.
Ooh, great book.
I know everybody loves this book. If you're... Oh, damn it, who were we talking to earlier who said that his girlfriend was in the anime and Wonder Woman? This is a perfect book for you. If you don't have it, pick this up for your girlfriend if she likes Wonder Woman. This is the story. This is their origin. This is a great, fantastic hardcover. Like, you just look at the cover itself; it's just great. The artwork, is beautiful on the cover and on the inside. And it's basically your coming of age Wonder Woman story. It's exactly what you need if you want to get your girlfriend something nice at the Wonder Woman related and get her to read a book. Yeah, it's great stuff. Wonderful, wonderful stuff.
Let's see. Good Batgirl story. Batgirl Year One is good. I love Batgirl Year One.
Stephanie Brown Batgirl is really fun stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. I like that stuff. My favorite Batgirl is Cassandra Cain. And there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll grab them real quick.
These both have deluxes now. Batgirl and Deluxe Year One and Robin Year One Deluxe. So if you wanted, you could get them separate. I don't even know if this is in print anymore, but it doesn't really matter. You can get the deluxe of Batgirl Year One. And it's really a good story. Really, really, really good. I loved it. And it's by, I think it's by Chuck Dixon.
Batman animated series. Like
Scott Beatty and Chuck Dixon. And the art is great. The story's great. I really, really like this book. And the Robin Year One is really good too, which reminds me that I need to read Nightwing Year One. I bet this is great too.
What about Batman Year Two?
I am never reading that again after having read it twice now for Omar, and that's enough. Batman Year Two does not deserve to really. I should never waste my breath talking about it. Omar's out of his mind.
This is Batgirl Year One?
Yeah.
That looks awesome. Damn it, I think you just super baited me. Son of a bitch.
This book is great. Robin Year One is really good too. It's got Two-Face in it and everything. Yeah, I really like this book. I can't remember what I read it just recently, just for the heck of it, for the fun of it. It wasn't for an assignment, which it seems like all my books are, like for an assignment for my shows and stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like a job. Like, we don't get to read for fun.
Yeah. And I just had some free reading, and I just grabbed this off the shelf, and it's really good. Nice. I highly recommend this book.
So I was talking earlier, Stephanie Brown Batgirl, Brian Q. Miller. This is great stuff too. This is all fantastic stuff. It's when they did this, it was a real. You can kind of see with the some of the covers, they were really hiding her identity. There was like a big reveal that ended up being Stephanie Brown. And for those of you who don't know, Stephanie Brown was originally Spoiler and Tim Drake's girlfriend at one point. And she took over as Robin for a period of time as well. But this is just fun, good stuff as well. But like I was saying, my favorite is Cassandra Cain. There's 3 Cassandra Cain trade paperbacks out there that I have. There might be more. I don't know. But it's Cassandra Cain, who's a ninja. She's a silent character. This is good stuff too. The art's from Damon Scott, and it's basically her as a Batgirl, a ninja Batgirl, going on all kinds of different assignments based on Batman. Batman's kind of uses her as a tool. Lots of fun ninja action in here as well. Great art. This is fun art. Late 90s, early 2000s art. A very underrated character. Totally misrepresented in the Birds of Prey movie, but it is what it is. But if you want to talk about Barbara Gordon Batgirl stuff, Burnside Batgirl is fantastic. This is absolutely amazing stuff. It's a terrible hardcover. There's like nothing on it. It's actually like embossed or like indented printed, but you could barely tell. But this is like the second wave of New 52, right after Gail Simone's Batgirl. And they just kind of revamped her character completely. She is a young teenage girl, or old teenage girl, a young adult, I should say, going into college with the surprise secret that she's Batgirl and that she's connected with Batman and Nightwing, and she has her own college courses going on, her own college drama going on, while all at the same time being Batgirl. And I love this Batgirl costume when they revamped that. Love the design of this costume, where it's like it's not so sexual, like there's not like indented like boobs. The costume, the cape is snapped on. It's like a motorcycle jacket. Really just great, fantastic stuff. You get some great Babs Tarr art in here as well. Black Canary is in here. They got some Black Canaries, so Black Canaries in a band. Really fun stuff. This is something that they should have put into like an omnibus. Actually, I think they announced an omnibus at one time, but
no way.
They got DC'd. They pulled that out of the ranks a long time ago.
Hashtag too.
Yeah. Then there's a hashtag going around, but doesn't affect how great the story is.
Only 3 books. Is that enough for an Omni? I guess it is. Were there more than 3 trades?
I think it might have been 4.
Oh,
I think this is the only hardcover they did.
yeah.
I think it was 3 more trades afterwards.
Okay, I thought there were only 2 more trades. I got to get the 4th trade. Well, some of these trades, the ones that are in print anyway, you can get at InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. There's always a $50 gift card they give away at the end of every month. They give it to us, and we get to give it out to a lucky viewer like you. And order $50 or more worth of books in the United States, you get free shipping, which is a big deal when you have a week like last week, Omnipocalypse. So keep that in mind. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Right on.
Yes, sir. Man. So, yeah, that's it. Join us back here tomorrow, Monday. We're going to have hauls, reads, and new releases for the week. It's a little bit of a breather week, but there's still some good stuff coming out this week. I got a couple things on Target that I might have to kind of give and take. I might have to skip one or something. That there's some good stuff. There's an Epic collection I want. There's an Omnibus that I want. Fun stuff. All right, Jess, where can everybody find you?
Omnidog's Vault on YouTube and on Instagram, Omnidogs_Vault.
All right. And you can find me, Gabe Loves 90s Comics, on Instagram. Follow me there. And also follow Omnibros Live on Instagram as well. Getting that back up in order again. Going to keep that flowing and busy. So don't miss out on that. And, of course, there's the Facebook group. The Omnibus Collectors Facebook group. That's an Omnibros group. It's just we're all on that group together. And that's kind of how we all met.
Yep.
Not kind of. It's exactly how we all met. So, all right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Have a good day. Have a safe Labor Day. See us again here tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
5 p.m. West Coast time. 5 p.m. In and Out time. Because In and Out's not on the East Coast. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.